Now, Punjab National Bank posted a good set of numbers. Two standout points. Slippages were at an 8-year low at an annualized rate of 0.8%, which is the lowest in the industry this quarter. Also, PNB is one of the few banks whose NIMs actually rose this quarter. There was an actually expectation of about a 5 basis point decline. We've got the Managing Director and CEO of the bank, Atul Kumar Goel, joining us now to take some questions. Mr. Goel, it's a pleasure, sir. Thank you very much for joining us and thank you for being here on CNBC-TV18. Prashant this side. I want to start with that NIM point. There's a increase, small increase as compared to a slight decline which was expected. Could you explain that what happened? Did yields increase? Were there other factors which were at play? What is the cost of funding in the quarter? And what's the expectation? What should we pencil in on NIMs going forward, sir?
Very good morning, Prashant, and all the viewers of the CNBC TV18. As far as you talk about the NIM, so if you see the NIM was 3.11 global NIM and the domestic NIM was much more. The reason for although if you see the NIM from the June quarter, it has on the increased territory. The reason behind that was there is a pressure on the NIM. It is on account of the repricing of the deposit. As on date, 85% of the deposit has already been repriced and around 15% deposit has to be still has to be repriced. That will be repriced at the time of the maturity. So we have given the guidance last quarter also that our NIM should be within the range of 2.9 to 3, and still we are maintaining 2.9 to 3 because some of the deposit has to be repriced and some of the AAA loan is very rate sensitive also. But last time also we have told that whatever the NII in the absolute number, we will be in a position to maintain even more, because if you see the September quarter, there is an increase of around 400 crore rupees in the NII. So we will be in a position to maintain 9,900, even much more in the quarters to come.
Okay. Mr. Goel, good morning. The deposit cost, what was your cost of deposits and do you expect it to rise? Because your deposit growth has not been very good. Do you think that you'll have to pay more? What was the cost? What will it rise to?
Very good morning, Latha. Our cost of deposit is 4.84. There was an increase of 10 to 15 basis point as compared to the June. So first, what you are telling that there will be a further, because as I told earlier also, there is a still 15% of my total term deposit has to be repriced. That will be repriced at the time of the maturity. So I am thinking there will be another increase of the 10 to 12 basis point in the cost of deposit, but not immediately in the current quarter. It will take some time also. Your another question, because you are telling that there is not a growth in the in the deposit, because that is a deliberate attempt, because growth in the advances are more than 13% and the growth in the deposit is the 9.85. Deliberately, we are not giving the bid for the bulk deposit, because the USP of the PNB is the CASA. We are having 42%, and last year we have opened around 84 lakh new saving bank account, and the first quarter itself we have opened more than 55 lakh account. So deliberately we are not quoting for the bulk deposit, because I am having excess 4% SLR also, which I am using through the mode of the MSF, which is I am getting the fund at 6.75.
Okay, so short point, what is your expected deposit growth in the second half, and therefore what is your NIMS guidance?
NIMS guide will be 2.9 to 3, because on account of the repricing of some of the deposit and some of the advances the rent sensitive. But as far as the deposit growth is concerned, we are hopeful that our deposit growth will be in the range of the 10 to 11% in times to come.
Okay. Well, now let me come to the other part, which was very good and which Prashant read out. Your slippage is down to, annualized 0.8%. I don't think any bank that has reported Q2 numbers is as low as that. What is your sense about it going forward? Can you, GNPA is still high. Yours is among the highest at almost 7%. You see that coming down? Any recoveries likely from the various NCLT rounds?
Yeah. I will give two, three things if you permit me give you some time also. The recovery in the first quarter from the NCLT was around 500 crore rupees, and the second quarter is also in the range of the 550 crore rupees, and third quarter we are hopeful the recovery will be 2,500, and the fourth quarter it will be 1,000 crore rupees from the NCLT only. The reason of the slippage, because it was the least slippage in the last 5 to 6 years, 1,800. This is on account of we have taken a lot of initiative for improvement of the underwriting standard as well as the collection efficiency. I will give one data, Latha. From the 1st of the July 20, every month we are monitoring the new acquisition. In last 39 months, we have sanctioned 6.68 lakh crore. We have disbursed 5.97 lakh crore. Outstanding is 4.63 crore, where NPA is hardly 1,314, which is coming 0.22%. Even segment-wise, agriculture 0.23, MSME 1.47, retail 0.18, and corporate में hardly 31 crore. It is coming 0.00%. So this is giving the feeler that whatever slippage we have, it will further decline.
Okay. So your credit cost can fall even further?
Yeah, definitely. It was 1.98 in the first quarter, 1.31 in the second quarter. It will further reduce because if you see my PCR, 92%, so my aging requirement has reduced drastically, and slippage is half of the recovery.
Yeah, so how much can you give a number in terms of credit cost?
Credit cost, I have given the target of the 1.5. It will be around, because 1.98, 1.5 to 1.7 whole of the year, because we are also thinking to further improvement in the PCR.
Okay, that's good to hear. Even your recoveries will improve, you're saying, so that's further likely to improve your costs. Can you tell us about advances? I mean, you're slightly lower than a peer bank, say. Your size, 12 lakh crore, is what ICICI is, but their advances growth is 18-19%. You think you can do better, and which sectors will you concentrate on for advances?
You are very much right, Latha. Guidance is 12 to 13%, but RAM is the focus area. If you see the total RAM book is the 55%, and the RAM may be particularly retail side, home, and the car is our main, and the gold loan is the main product. Even we are giving the loan to the corporate also. As on date, my 1 lakh crore book is the undisbursed, out of which some of the term loan and some of the working capital which is unavailed also. As far as new acquisition is concerned, there is a lot of demand in the road sector, where we are giving the finance to the HEM project, and there is a demand from the NBFC side also. As on date, my exposure to the NBFC is 1,33,000, and 99% is A and above rated. So there is some demand from the steel sector for the expansion, the cement sector also.
Okay, very quickly, what about your unsecured loans? It is not much. You have among the lowest personal loans, but it is growing at 40%. RBI is warning. Are you worried about any of your unsecured loans? And what is the tenor of your unsecured loans? Some people have expanded it to even 7 years.
No. In our bank, it is hardly 27,000 crore rupees total unsecured retail loan.
I know that.
And 4,000 is the pension, out of which this personal loan, 17,000 crore is the personal loan, out of which 4,000 crore is the digital mode, and 13,000 is the non-digital mode. The digital mode, it is based on the rule engine. Their delinquency is only 0.41%. Total delinquency in the personal loan is 1.22. There is no worry. The average tenure of the personal loan is between 3 to 4 years. Even we are getting prepayment also.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it at that. Mr. Goel, okay, just a word. Will you be raising capital?
Capital, we have already got the approval from the board for the 12,000 crore rupees, 7,000 for the 81, 5,000 for the 82. As on date, no immediate need, but we have raised 3,000 crore 81 in the September quarter, 3,090 crore in the first quarter, tier 2. So we are well capitalized, but we are just waiting. If rate will be as per our choice, we will not mind to raise further 81 or the tier 2 in times to come.
All right, it's out of time. Thank you very much, Mr. Goel, and many congratulations for a great show. The stock is up in the green. We have to take